Everybody, welcome back. I'm Count Christian. This is Songs of Six, and what you see before you is the wonderful ore and coal deposits that are the reason we settled in this location. That, along with the nice river and the mountain. We are in need of some efficiency upgrades. Our elves aren't happy because they don't have enough meat, amongst other things. How do we get them more meat? Why, we need more elves, so that's not going to work. Instead, tools. One thing we're trying is putting down some benches. So here we go. Look at this. That's a nice little benches around, which I think everybody likes. We established. So let's see. Is that? Yeah, here we go. A little 0.5 happiness on everyone having the benches that they deserve, having a seat and watching the play. Nice. Is the load here still 100%? It is. All right, have another actor then. Okay, but in order to get the tools, we're going to need to set up a smelting area, which will be part of the the Dundorian factory bit, and we're going to need a mining settlement. And the mining settlement is going to be populated by Gimmerys. Now, Gimmerys are really easy to keep happy. They're the easiest to keep happy of any of the species, not only because their base happiness is really high, but because they have really easy to meet furniture needs and various other needs. So I am just going to chop out a big section here because they love to live indoors. And I will... Let's widen this entrance a bit just to avoid kind of bottlenecks from it. How do they feel about roundness? I have to imagine they do not care. No, they do. They like roundness. Okay, good to know. We will make their area nicely round for them. Good stuff. I like the little pick noises. They're fun. Okay, so we will also need something that I've come to build. We built this a few of these in the last run. We're going to need a little... so the Gimmerys, right, they don't get along well with others. So we are going to build a little piggy boy enclave over here. Although I don't think we have many free ones. In fact, we have no free piggy boys. What's happening to my Dundorians? Why is their happiness collapsing? Oh, of course. It's because they're out here doing odd jobs and they're so far away from the services. Okay, that's fine. So it's a short-term problem. Just while they're digging. So we need one longhouse. Will be more than enough, I think. But this is for the it's for the pigs who are going to work some of the jobs in here to live. So we'll put a little longhouse, a little warehouse. Which if I do it like this, will it have too little isolation? Yes. Okay, we'll do this then. Yeah, just a really small warehouse. Doesn't need much. And then they need a little lavatory, just the essentials. Don't think I can do a too wide lavatory, can I? No. Have to expand that into the wall a bit then. There we go. Some basins. And then a hearth. No. Whoops. House. No. Yeah, a bench so they can contemplate the fact that they're having to live underground to serve the insects. Then we need, a little food stall and not delete jobs. Copy. Control C. There we go. Copy this slot. I guess I'll put it opposite them. Or I could fit it in here nearly. Could put it there and just deny some doors. I think it fits there well enough. Cool. And then while I'm at it, can you control V? No. Who's trapped? You trapped? Oh yeah, because this food stall is remove that food stall. Okay, just give me another one of them. Oops, there we go. We'll maneuver the food stall out of the way. Put it like this. I can't because of the bench, of course. Remove the benches. Give me a food store. Now we've got to be careful that these things don't need using by the Garthimmeries. So we've got to make sure the Garthimmeries have sufficient supply of their own kit locally. Designate this for piggy boys. Okay. Get everything built. Good. Now, for now, no one needs to work these things. And the warehouse just needs to hold what piggy boys like. So, fruit. What else do you eat? I always forget. Yeah, they like bread. Don't put anything here that the insects like. That would be a mistake. You like veg. Yes. You like fish. Good. So yeah, some bread, some fruit. That's what we've actually got for them right now. And then they also need some clothes, I guess. That they could. Yeah, we can have them not using markets. We'll give them some clothes. This place is definitely going to need a worker once we're ready to go. Anything else that the pigs really need here? Right, yeah, some wood for the hearth. Ooh, wood supply looks a little tenuous. Yeah, I should up the priority on this a bit. Higher is more, isn't it? Yeah. I could even add an additional worker here, because it looks like we might have 2 spare tilappies. Yeah. Let's put the tilappies working in the trees. Where elves belong, you know. Alright, so this looks good. Now let's copy the basic bit here out across for our guys. Our insect boys. But these guys are going to get different types of road entirely. They like fungus roads. And what they like, they will get. Because they are valuable. Can I shift click onto, or control click onto mining areas? No. Mines. Oops. A new tab. Ore mine. So, we want to just do a small spot, but ideally wherever it's highest. It's just 94 there. Yeah, so we don't need that many workers. How many insects are we going to try and welcome into the colony right out of the gate? Should we go straight to 25? Let's go straight to 25 and then export excess materials that we get. Let's go straight to 25 insects. So 10 on this, 10 on this, 5 on stone. No, we don't need the stone mine yet, do we? So let's just go. Do you need an equal split of coal and iron? Yes, you do, but you need coal for some other things, don't you? So let's go 15 on coal, 10 on ore. Seems good. So room for 10 people. There we go. Still 10. Now 11. Okay, there we go. 10 people. Right, but I remember you need to put it, if you're trying to be efficient with it, you want to put it near the edge. Like this. So that we can have room to put our auxiliaries and storage and stuff off to the side. There we go. Yeah, throw down your relatively substantial storage. And I think actually I've heard that you can put the auxiliaries right on the mine. So let's lay them out in a kind of pattern. There we go. That would be 7 work. Oh, sorry, that didn't. No, okay, I heard wrong. That reduced the number of workers that were available. Okay, so the auxiliaries will need to go down the side. So let's expand this out a bit then. In fact, yeah, let's be a little cheeky with it. Let's put the auxiliary, let's put the storage up here. Like that. Get a decent sized internal storage. And then we'll put our auxiliaries like this. And one more. Sure. Good. Okay. There's 10 workers. Good. Now a 15 worker coal mine. And yeah, if it could all be inside, that would be good. It's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 80% if I put it there. What about if I put it over here? 59, 68, 71, 81. Okay, so the 80 we were getting over here is not too bad, as it turns out. 15 workers. Nice. Bit more room here. I can't just build it straight into diggable wall, that's right. Yeah, biggish storage. And your auxiliaries in the corners. Up here. Down there. Still only 80%. Okay, let's grow it a bit along here. To re-put the storage. Actually, yeah, it's better to have the storage open up at the top, I think. A bit more. And come on, man. There we go. Okay. Continue. Okay, so we're building those, and then we want some housing for these chappies. And we went for room for 25, so 3 houses, leaving a fairly sizable gap back from the residences. And then this whole thing, we're gonna blanket the floor in fungus. Don't need to dig out this section and this section and this section just yet. Save ourselves a little bit of time. Okay, let's keep time going here, actually. No reason to pause. What the heck are those things? Oh, those are Dundorians. They look like spiders to me for a second. Okay, so we're going to need a lavatory. And let's try and build one that the game reckons can handle 25 people. And we'll build it, yeah, just alongside the houses again. 24. I'm going to call that good enough. Do that, and then we'll just I'm gonna try and be efficient with this area because we're not gonna come and tweak it in the near future. And then we could do with a warehouse. And this is going to be a relatively big warehouse because but don't overlap with that. What are you saying? Ah, you need clay for this road. That's right. Okay. But yeah, this needs to be a relatively big warehouse. Let's design it. With long sides. And a thick middle. And a long side. Preferably 4 doors. But 3 is fine like that. Okay, and this is a... it's a mud building, but it's not actually, because it's inside. Now, cancel the roads. Because, yeah, we need mud for that. And we will... okay, I guess we let in 20... do I have the mud mining done by someone else? No one else likes it at all, right? Let's take a look. Clay pits. Actually, the Dundorians don't hate it. So I'll let the Dundorians do some clay mining to make the Gothimeries a bit happier. Okay, what am I missing? We've got a food stall. We've got a warehouse construction. I guess we don't need a food stall here, given that the workers are going to have to go in to man this food stall anyway. Yeah, we can probably... Let's cut that food stall. Yeah, that seems okay. Okay. Right, so what else do these lads need? I mean, we could give them a stage as well. Keep them happy. I mean, they're working hard down here, but let's see how happy they are without it. All right, speed up time while all that gets built. And yeah, you guys, I want you guys to try and stay happy. So you like cobblestone, don't you? Here, have a nice big bit of cobblestone. And actually, since cobblestone is the fastest to walk on, I really should have made this cobblestone. Hello. We become colleagues. As colleagues, you'll trade and pledge not to attack each other and respect each other's sovereignty. I give them some leather and money. Yeah, sure. My biggest neighbor. So this road, really, all the way back here, should be cobblestone. Because it's the fastest walkable road we have right now. And then it jinxes north, like so. Like this. And connects into the warehouse on two sides, so that those coming to collect from the warehouse don't necessarily have to interact with the bugman. In fact, let's make it a nice direct path. Good. So now this warehouse holds stuff for them, which is bread, which is what else do they eat? Is it fish? I'm pretty sure it was fish. Right? Yeah, fish and bread. No, not bread, sorry. Fish and meat they like, but just fish should be enough. Fish and meat. And then also they'll need some wood for their hearth. They like stone in their houses, and we have so much stone. Maybe I should let them start doing that. But then mainly, it holds a lot of coal. It holds a lot of ore. Let's do 6 crates of each, say. And then should there be anything else stored down here? I guess they need some clothes like anybody else. And I think that seems good. Okay. And it pulls from a fish warehouse. That's a long way to go. So I guess I'm going to try... Well, let's just see what happens if I employ someone here. But I don't know how haulers work. Haulers are free to construct. It must be placed on clear ground. They fetch a certain resource and haul it to a location. Great for moving things great distances. So if I put a hauler here... Let's see how that works. I think it will be worth employing someone here. Let's start actually setting up some employments here. Oh, my guys have started mining this stuff. No. You do not mine unless specifically told to. I think I am going to use them to use clay mines in a medium minute, so don't mine. So there's a hauler, and then nothing in the vicinity. Pull from... Okay, I need to... Okay, pull fish. Here we go. Pull fish from the fish warehouse. Other storage rooms will not be able to pull from this warehouse if it's stored limits are below the warehouse. Oh, that's a keep limit, right? So this one also has a keep limit? No? No, I click into here. Pull limit. Only pull from the source when it exceeds this limit. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather the fishy boys starved slower. So make sure you always leave behind 10% fish for the fishy boys. Okay. But it can pull multiple things. Nothing to fetch in the vicinity, but that's fine. We don't want them to be fetching. So he just drops off fish here. And then an employee at this warehouse will come and take it. Right? Or do I have to now pull from that hauler? Pull from the hauler. Pull whatever you want. Pull whenever you want. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So why the hauler? I think the haulers have slightly more carrying capacity. But there we go. Now we have food over here, which is the main thing. Let me just designate this housing. Because a bunch of... Oops. Bunch of dwarfy boys have moved in. And the hauler... You should only have... Yeah, don't auto-employ. Just have one guy hauling, and if that's not enough, I'll look into it. Okay. And who's moved over here to do this? We've got a Dundorian, got a plumber, and you're the delivery man. working in the warehouse. Right. Yeah, you guys are still not loving life because what? Because you're not employed. But we have a shortage of workforce. Is that showing because of the mining areas that aren't occupied? I think it is, but to start with, yeah, okay, it is because I can change it just by doing this. So start with, let's just let a couple in. Don't have to go crazy right off the gate. Hang on, are you alright on isolation? No, I didn't think so. Put the mountain back. Refill mountain cave. There we go. Good. So our first guys arrived, and then there's also, I don't know if you have to invent them. No, we can do this straight away. So humidifiers. They love these things. Make sure their work environments are really freaking humid. And their city center, nice and humid. And everywhere in between, basically. Want their whole lives to be as humid as possible. Oh crap, that takes clay too. Alright, let's set up that clay mine. Which I'm just going to do by saying, hey, we don't need much of it. Just give me 30% deposit, 25, 30. Okay, looks like it's best down here. Yeah, just give me 4 workers on this. Doesn't need to be many people. Small storage. Little auxiliary. Go ahead and then give me... Yeah, cobblestone road will do. Connecting that across. Okay. And then the main warehouse. Central storage can take clay. As can this, because this is where it's actually going to be needed. Okay. Get that built. Good stuff. That should eat up a bunch of our spare workers. Yeah. Two clay diggers. A whole 2. Right, so now we have some clay at least. With our 2 diggers. They're making 5 a day. That's not horrendous. When we hardly need any. So that's going to be brought over here very slowly to get these humidifiers done. And there we go. Our first ore miner. We're making 2. Which is not massive, but still, it's getting there. And he is mad as hell. What's your problem? See, look at this. His expectations are so low. I mean, there's only one of them, obviously, but it's great. Oh yeah, I was going to give them a shrine, wasn't I? They're really cheap, these shrines, so I'm okay with throwing one in behind the food stalls. Seems good. Probably silly of me to build this mostly outside, huh? Should have put it here. Oh yeah, and I certainly shouldn't have covered over with this road. Hang on. Cut that. We shouldn't have cobblestone on this side anyway. Now I think about it, don't do that. Shouldn't have cobblestone on this side anyway. Because there shouldn't be any reason for anyone to come from this side to this side, basically. The Garthimeries stay in their lane, is the idea. The Dundorians are cheering up now that more of them are employed. And they're no longer having to do all this work down here. Their service situation is a bit better. There we go. Amion is back set up. So this guy, he's trying. You know, the guy carrying the stuff all the way over. Good, and we've replaced this road so that people can walk much faster on it. That's good. Okay. Nice. Now, obviously, we need more of these guys, which we can't get until he's happier. He loves his occupation. His services could be better. not getting much in the way of services. Probably because we don't have any free Praetorians, who are the ones that are going to work. Oh, the plumber's working. The food stall is not. Ah, no, I turned off the food stall. That's right. Hearth is there. The well is there. I guess he just hasn't had to use the well yet. Which is why he's not saying like, yeah, have a well. Oh, he is. Okay. Yeah, his environment, he'd like more dread. He'd like the humidifiers to go up. And yeah, he doesn't like the other people that exist in the city. He likes our meat storage, but he thinks it could be bigger. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Okay, but once these humidifiers go up, which they're almost ready. Let's keep going at top speed for these tiny little clay outposts. It's one of the many things that we'll import in the fullness of time. There we go. Look at this weird monstrosity that they love having around. Funky humidifier. We'll also need a janitor, now I think about it. Doesn't need to be a big one, but I guess I'll build that here. For the piggies to work. And yeah, so pigs have moved in now. There we go. Yeah, 2 pigs living here. Soon more once this janitor's built. And yeah, they'll slowly work through getting the humidifiers done. Don't know if we have anything that can emit dread yet. Where have the decorations gone? There they are. Yeah, I don't think they do. We have some benches though. You can sit next to the humidifier and be incredibly humid. Or you can sit by your shrine by this other humidifier. Let's do that one actually, because this one's outside. Okay. More, he's cheered up. Good. Let another one in. That's the first 2 ore miners. Nice. Yeah, degradation is already ticking up here. A slaver. No, thank you. I'll turn off. Sorry, yeah, turn on auto manage guys here, but I'm going to put it to 1 to start with because I think that's going to be enough. Nice. They're here and they're happy. Amazing. Happy enough anyway. Get into these longhouses. Dirty ore miners. They have a well, so should be able to clean themselves up a bit. But okay, so there we go. Some coal and some ore. Let's go. And their access, they're loving life. Their food preference is 100% met. Nice. How is that? I guess they just happen to want to eat fish the last couple of times. Oh no, they've got meat here as well. So meat and fish. Because those are only two foodstuffs that they actually like, I think. Yeah. Nice. Good stuff. We just want one more, and then I can look into making the tools. And the tools, I think they're less overpowered than they once were. Look at these disgusting things. Pulsating out humid air. Ugh. Nasty. Is there a humidity overlay? Don't think so. Do they output any dread? I think they do output dread as well. That should cheer them right up. Oh yes, that's right. They like roundness. I forgot. So they like stone buildings, right? Yeah. So some stone roundness structures. Can't build under mountains. Does it count as roundness when it's a mountain? No, we've established that it definitely does count as roundness when it's under a mountain. So refill mountain cave. Let's get some roundness going. Shouldn't need to go through that section, so that works well. And the same here, and then yeah, just near the existing mine, I think is a good place to get these going. Then here as well, right in the city center. A smaller one there. Okay. So if we go to our roundness, there we go. Pretty good roundness coverage now. Let's get some more down here. I kind of like how the roundness stuff ends up looking. It's fun. And then I think we can we established that we can safely dig off corners of houses. So I guess you might as well cut through here. In order to generate some roundness. Yeah, there we go. Isolation still fine. Yeah. Alright, what about if I cut here and here? How's your isolation? That is too much. That's a step too far, and it's not actually generating roundness. Okay. We'll put that back then. But there we go. Got some roundness into one of the houses, which is nice. Good. Alright. That should be sufficiently round, I'd say. And then now that we have some clay, I'll turn off this roundness overlay. It's destroying my brain. We can do roads. Get these fungus roads going. So first off, just a kind of actual, likely to be used desire path. But then in the fullness of time, we will path the whole area. Fungus. Good. Yeah, it's going to use up a lot of the fungus that we do have, but should help with the happiness. And there's the fourth one. Let's go. Okay, so while that clay is coming in, we still have some free Dundorians, right? Yeah, and we can let in more. So, all the way back over here, this is where I think the logistics are going to start to get a bit more tricky. This is just the... Yeah, we should call this like the... So I know that's the one that's actually for the dwarf supplies, not the not this one. So this is the tailor and furniture. I guess I don't need to call them warehouse or storage because it's implied, right? You're not going to see their name outside of that context. So I think I'm just going to keep doing some production down here. It's not beautiful, the dwarven area right now. No, not many of them are. I hasten to point out. But I think I'll do it down here for now. So what I think works well is one warehouse in the middle. Let's try and make it a sensible width. So one more than that. Like that. And then we want doors both at the top and sides. Like that. Maybe down here as well. No, I can't afford that. We don't need that many at the top, actually. Let's go one here. No, one here. Kind of do need two at the top, two at the side. So let's do that. And then I'm thinking of putting... We'll just do a kind of little refining thing, and then we'll take it up higher levels from there. So here... Like, what do we want to employ in this place? 3 in each to start with 6 people? I don't actually know. I should look at the production rates. So to make metal, you use 1.25 and 1.25 to make 1.25 per day. And then to craft that into tools specifically, you take 2 a day. Right, I forgot it actually takes coal to do this as well. So we're going to have to go more towards coal and away from ore for a bit here, but... so yeah, it takes 2 metal to make 4 tools. So let's say we made what's a nice round number of metal we can make with 1.25. We could make 6 to start with 5 workers. Yeah. I think that works pretty well. Wait, no. Sorry, that math doesn't work. 1. How did I get to 3 with 1.25? We could make 5 with 5 workers. With 4 workers, we could make 5 metal, which leaves us 2 to make into tools and 1 to use as metal elsewhere. Yeah, so let's go 4 workers to start with here. Which means slightly bigger than that. Okay, 5 is the best we can do. Fine. We'll put some internal storage here. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit. It's going to be furnace like this. So I will jank it up just for the first one. Nope. Needs to be bigger still. Okay, there we go. 5 workers. Full efficiency. Good. And there's a door in here, so you can go get your resources there and there, and there's also a door at the top. Okay, so that's our furnace, and then we need a smithy, and we'll put the smithy on the opposite side. We actually need 2 smithies ideally, one to make weapons, one to make tools, but we'll start with tools. Similar story. Storage there. And how many workers did we conclude we wanted? 3 would use 6. We have 5 here. 5 times 1.25 is actually very embarrassing for me. Why is that taking me a while? Probably proof that I need to go to bed, but it's only 10 to 10. It's 5 plus 5.25, which is, so it's 6.25. Okay. Ooh, 6.25. So this would consume 6. So it's actually a bit more than I want right now. So let's do this, but leave room for it to scale up. Just 2 for now. And then a little auxiliary station up top. Good. Good. Now I'll get that built. And then I think we need a hauler. Like a hauler here. Whose job is, I need you to fetch coal and ore. You can only do 1 with each, so they can only haul 2 things, it looks like. Oh no, each hauler can only haul 1 thing, maybe. But should I be hauling, or should I have the warehouse pulling? I don't really know. Let's try hauling for now. So haul ore from there, and there's no keep limit. So always haul. And then we also want another one for ore. Same deal. No keep limit. Okay. And then this warehouse pulls ore from there, coal from there, metal from here. Well, I guess I don't need to do that. That should be automatic. But then, yeah, you need a worker. You don't need 3. You shouldn't need 3. Well, I don't know. We'll see how many people we have to designate to these haulers, I guess. But yeah, you pull these. No resources were selected. Yes, right. So pull coal. Pull doesn't match. Ah, yeah. There we go. Destinations, room, resources don't match the selected resources. Yes, true. You need to store coal and ore and metal and tools. And what's the spoil rate on tools? So 5% spoil rate on tools, 0.5 on ore, 0.5 on that, 4 on metal. Okay, so we don't want to store too much metal, too many tools. So maybe 240. Then the rest should be on these. 8 coal, 9 coal, 6 ore, because we're using more coal than ore. Okay. Now you pull, I can't remember which one it is, the other one, whatever it lets me set. There we go. Pull ore out of there. Okay, so now it's filling up with ore and coal. Good. I think this is working. Seems sensible. And then there we go. Our smelter is working. It's making 7.6 because we're getting the species and the education bonuses. Suddenly we don't have enough workers, so let in some more Dundorians. Yeah, they love life when they're working in mining. So we could also let in a couple more Kryptonians because we need some more of them too. Look at this, Dundorians. Absolutely loving life as they come in here. What is that flag? Unavailable metal. Right, but it should... You're trying to consume 5 metal. And you're trying to produce 7.6, so we should have metal production under control. Okay, and it looks like we actually have some spare clay right now, so let's designate what we truly want the situation to be over here, which is Just clay to high heaven. Try and make them as happy as possible with their weird roads. And that'll flash roll others, okay. Unusually low fish. Let us hope our fish stores hold. They will. Okay, and there we go. Tools. Tools created. Amazing. And then I will... Well, what is our shortfall going to be? It's going to be coal and ore early on. So I could start using tools over there for that. It's true, I didn't really consider that. How much... what's our consumption right now on these things? So we're consuming... Yeah, so we only need about another 50% based on our current usage on both things. Okay. But yeah, tools are great. Tools are really good. So I guess yeah, we're gonna have to start putting tools in all our warehouses too. So I could start using tools here, or I could try and encourage some more Gimmery to move in. And the environment is getting more and more favorable to them. So yeah, actually, whenever you have Gimmeries that want to move in, let them move in. Okay, we should probably dial it back on our smelting for a minute here. Yeah, guys are less happy now. It really feels like the 2x needs for other species. This is definitely, I think, a harder way to play than having one main species. Well, I don't know if it definitely is, but it feels like it might be. Still, I think it's still going well, and I still really like the efficiency out of it. So, what could I invent to try and make people happier? Pottery, so I could do drinks. Masonry, so that I could start doing some stuff with fancier buildings. It's not a terrible idea. Improving our food stalls. Everyone uses food stalls. What's the upgrade cost? Right. Okay, something I don't have right now. Pots. Weaver could be good to get some more clothes on people. Didn't I deny these guys their fair share of clothes? Oh, hang on. Yeah, you know what? You guys like stone. Have stone. Have as much stone as you like, buddies. That'll cheer them up. Yeah, more coming in already. Amazing. We can also upgrade these. Oh, we can actually just straight upgrade these for metal. Don't even need tech. Amazing. Yeah, let's keep these growing as the Gimmeries move in. Yeah, they're loving life now they have stone. And there's tons of stone just lying around. We start getting short a bit. I'll just set up a little Gimmery stone mine. Yes! Yes! Gimmery's pouring in. Alright, let's just max these out. I know we're missing workers, but it's not actually a problem. And you guys should... They should be mining them at equal amounts. I don't know why they're doing the ore preferentially. I guess I'll reduce it a bit so we do keep having some of them mining clay. Okay, what else could I give you? I mean, I can't give you clay. We don't have enough clay. I could give you... We couldn't in the fullness of time give them clay, to be clear, but just not right now. They don't have a speaker. Let's give them a speaker. Speakers. We're cheap, just one worker. Come and tell them about the importance of their ore. We'll chat right in the middle of their little square here. Good. Piggy boy coming in and taking over that. Good. Yeah, everyone else's happiness kind of tanking. It's access to a shrine of your religion. What religion are you? Because we don't have the Shamalor shrine, I guess. We can probably afford to be a bit picky on humans. Let's try and just let in Krator and Arthurian humans from now on. Salve! Great one. Yes, you can have my stuff, including my tools. It's a shame, but had to be done. So, yes, I know that you accept it. I don't know why that pop-up was there. For the joke, maybe, because it does have a joke in it. So they are fetching. The source room does not have any crates. So is it worth having people work these? Or should the delivery man just be doing it? I guess I'll ask on the Discord after the stream today. Okay, so we are still... should now be massively positive on coal and ore. So we should have... yeah, we have a lot of tools stored. I think it's time to start reaping the rewards of this. And I think the first... I mean, it's not the efficient place to put them, actually. Now I think about it. Put them in the metal smelter first. In fact, no. Upgrade the metal smelter. No, we can't upgrade the metal smelter yet. We can put tools in it. Okay. So you can have up to 2 tools. Each tool degrades with a rate of 100% per day. And presumably it's 2 per person. Yeah, 5 workers. So the target is now 10 tools. Which means this costs 20 tools a day. No, sorry, 1% per day. Okay, I was going to say, that seemed a little intense. So 0.1 tools per day will be used up by putting them in there. But if we look, the tools are giving us an additive 0.25 bonus, which is pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Which increases both the consumption and the production. Nice. So here, you can have some tools as well. Right, but some places can use more tools than others. So let's see, if we crank you on the tools, once you're fully stocked with tools, that can consume 11 metal a day now. No, down to 8. That's because the workforce dropped. So yeah, drop the tool usage. Because, or actually, go to 1 worker, but crank the tool usage. Let's see. What can 1 smith accomplish? 5 metal. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Stop. Yeah, we don't need to let more Gimmerys in. 14 should be sufficient. Let's kind of somewhat balance these though. Although I think the upgrades on these seem kind of no-brainers, but I don't know. Ore mine 6, coal mine 8. It's not quite right, is it? Let's go maybe 9 on the coal mine. 5 here. That should be good. Then we should have no Gimmery or jobbers, which we don't. Good. Right, you know what else we should do? Tools in the lab, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Double knowledge output. Here we go. Very nice. And we can upgrade it with improved laboratory. But obviously that's only worth it when you have enough labs, because it costs 1,200 to research. But then when you upgrade it, like, what does the upgrade give you? Up to 1 point. I think there's 2 upgrades. Yeah, so I imagine it's 0.5. Pretty good. 50% boost. Pretty good indeed. Now that we have all the tools, yeah, there's a better way of doing this, isn't there? Yeah, tools. Okay, so yeah, pastures are important to me. Give them lots of tools. We could reduce the number of people employed in the bakery. If we put some tools in the bakery, could be useful. The limiting factor on the weavers could be not the weavers, the tailors. Let's give the tailors some tools. Because we're producing. We can stably produce 11 a day. Like that's that's a lot. 11 a day if they degrade at what was it? 0.1. Is it 1% a day? Yeah, which means we can afford 100 times 11? 11,000 tools? Sorry, 1,100 tools in circulation, I think. Is that right? Like, that seems ridiculous, but I think that is right. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is. Cool. Cool. Love to spread the tools around. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. Or maybe the tools break at different rates in different places. Let's check. No, it's still 1% a day. If it degrades at 1% a day and we produce 11,000 a day, yeah, we should be, sorry, 11 a day. We should be able to have 1,100 tools in circulation. So, I mean, yeah, let's go ham. Like, anytime I see a shortage, basically, I'm just going to put tools on it. I love this part of the game. So, hello. You want to give me 1,000 grain? No. No, you can have the opinion boost instead. The other thing I should do, of course, is set up weaponry, but we're going to do that in the next episode, I think. Right, so tools. Oh yeah, you know what? Clay pits. The damn clay pit. The rubbish clay pit. Could do with some tools in it. Yeah, I mean, we might as well put in the bakery, right? Just so we can take people out of it. But it seems like, you know, I don't want them to stop working there because they like working there. So I think that's not really necessary. Subjects have become health. I guess that's a good point. We need to invent hospitals and things soon. The woodcutters, we're not struggling on wood, but I think we should just do it everywhere. And then if we massively overproduce, we overproduce, and we can start. Maybe we do start doing some more exporting to our buddy. It seems fine. So yeah, let's put it everything. Well, you know what? Actually, just do it everywhere, man. We can currently we can trivially afford this. So I mean, obviously we're gonna tank our production for a second, but like that wasn't even hard. Like we should be losing a very small amount of tools relative to our production. I think it's pretty mental what we can get done. I mean, we did get a whole new species set up in order to facilitate this, but still seems kind of crazy that was possible. Hey, we have some humans die. Let 2 more in. Another one died. Or are they leaving? I don't think they're leaving. Surely I'd be getting pop-ups about that. Did you die? Oh, hang on. If they died, we need to get a grave going. Yeah, let's actually invent them. They were pretty cheap, we established, right? Yeah, just 100. Let's get some graveyards going. And where do we put the graves? I kind of... Oh, we did... Oh, sorry. I already did graves, didn't I? We've got the mass grave going down here. What more could you possibly want? They like visiting the graves. This place seems like a nice spot. Let's put a graveyard here. I'll regret it and have to move it later, but for now, that's okay. And I don't mind having to redo stuff. It's all right. I like having my graves up against the mountain. It seems fitting. Sorry, these are the wrong way around. Yeah, I like trying to back them right up against the mountains. Only 13 graves. We did just have a bit of a rash of disease, so maybe a couple more. And then a little pathway that follows the edge of the graves. Some flower beds, of course. Got to have some flower beds. And a couple of trees. I need to expand the zone a bit over here. Fit the tree in. Do with a bit more space still. Right, to probably make it symmetrical at the bottom. There we go. Not quite enough respect. We'll put in some diddy trees along the path. There we go. Good. Needs almost exactly 1 employee. Perfect. Nice graveyard. And then this. You turn it off? Yes. Turn off activity at the mass grave. Did they move people from mass graves to normal graves? I don't know. I don't think so. That should cheer people up some. And look at this. All of our resources are just are spiking. So yeah, you currently are only using 6, but that's because you are, you know, we're not using this whole thing. Maybe I should let the Garthimeries be speakers. But the problem is if I let the Garthimeries be speakers, they'll try and be speakers in the main town. That's the problem. I would like... The new housing designation thing, where you can designate houses for multiple species, is really good. I would like even more fine-tuned control over that. I'd like to be able to say, like, Garthimeries, here's a line, you can't cross it. Because then we could have them, you know, do their own services and things. Hello, buddy. You think it's bedtime? The dog thinks it's bedtime. We'll let in a few more Cretonians. Oh, we actually have housing shortage? No? Or is -1 in the good direction? Yeah, we have 1 homeless Dundorian, it seems. These places all fully... Oh. What is going on here? I never designated these. No, no, no. These are Dundorian mountain homes. How dare you? Right, I never expanded beyond the 2 little longhouses. We will put another one just here. Have to dig into the mountain a little. There we go. And then cancel that corner. And they will want a cobble. Speaking of cobble, should probably invent fancy roads. How much were they again? Ah, they're more. 1,200. What do you need for fancy markets as well? No, it's more pots. Early game is a balancing act. You're right, but it's fun. I mean, it's we haven't had any serious trouble so far, but it's been going well. Yeah, that's probably going to leave them. Well, no, their isolation is still fine. They're weird little round houses. Cut the corner off. Still fine? Yep. Show me the roundness. Yeah. The middle one doesn't actually give them any roundness, it looks like, so I'll put that back. Cool. Actually, you can fill in that bit of the mountain as well. Round out little corners. These roads a little. Good. Maybe, you know what you'd like down here? You would like a tree by your door, wouldn't you, good sir? There you go. Titchy little tree. Slightly bigger one here. Nice. Good stuff. Alright, so yeah, we got loads of metal. So we could start looking at what to upgrade. I think like wells would be a good upgrade. This unlocks bathhouses as well. Because everyone, you know, everyone likes wells. We'd be able to get this up. Get us like 0.3, maybe 0.4 points. So if we upgrade them all. Could be good. So the hauling does seem to be working. Like these guys. Are you a hauler? You're waiting for work. You're waiting for work. How are you waiting for work? Surely there's some. And what are you up to? You're a janitor. What do we go to? 2 janitors. And you? Dundorian janitor. Sacrilege. Yeah, we need slightly more ore mine. Hello, hello. Yes, we are being raided a lot. I am just paying up for now. We definitely need to make weapons. And we have the metal for it right now. Like it's costing... Yeah, 5 metal. We could be making more than this. The workload is low because the output is blocked, I think. Yeah. So let's set up a weaponsmith. But I think we'll do that in the next episode. My brain is slowing down. We are getting short on clothes again. Only very recently. Oh, because we gave away a bunch just now, obviously. As a gift. Because we wanted to. Naturally. Now, I could export these tools as well. Make a bunch of money. Don't really want to make a bunch of money. People would like the riches. If we just had 10 times as much money, everyone would be point happier. But I'm going to call it there for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, where we will finally create and start training an army. We probably will train a relatively small, quite well-trained army. Probably starting with some Gimmeries, actually. They're pretty good fighters. But either way, see you next time. Bye.